Hello, Leo. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. If you like to see shorter videos, typically 5 minutes or less, you can jump on over to my TikTok channel, NSEH207_tarot, and check some of those out. So this is going to be a reading for the 1st to the 15th of December, approximately. It could be a few days before or after. And we are going to do the coffee cup, and then we have some oracle cards, and I'm going to be pulling the tarot live here with you on camera. So I hope you're all doing well. Please do remember, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. And so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. Using my 50th anniversary cup of my grandparents. This was my grandparents'. I think somebody gave it to them as a gift. It's one that I like to use every now and then. Oh boy. If you hear a bunch of noise downstairs, my husband is working on something in the basement and the sound just travels. Okay, so let's see what the cup has for my beautiful, lovely Leos. All right. Wow. Check that out. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for my beautiful Leos for messages from this coffee cup? What do we have? What do we have? So I see there's like a scene, and it's all across, like there's a line here and different types of people standing on the line. I'm looking to see if Spirit wants to tell. Okay, so one person is holding a fish. One person is playing drums. One person is shooting a bow and arrow. Let's see, one of them is a lion. So not surprising since this is a Leo reading. So lion, shooting a bow and arrow. Somebody's juggling, holding a fish, playing the drums. So I don't know what on earth this is, but it's like a whole line. It almost goes around the entire cup. There's like a line, and then there's like people standing on top of that line. So Spirit, what is the message? So they're saying you wear a lot of hats. You do a lot of things. You are many talented. I should say. Multi-talented. There are so many things you can do. So the messages are coming too fast for me to, okay, so you have lots of choices of what to do. You have lots of choices, of how you can earn your living. You have lots of choices of how you can have fun, where you can take trips. The choices are endless. It's basically, they're saying just believing that you can have all those things and then going out and making it happen. Wow. Okay. What is that message? So right here in the cup, right here, it's like, first I saw it and I thought pyramid, and then I look and it looks like a mushroom cap. And then it looks like people going up and over a hill or a mountain. Wow, there's so many messages here. So pyramids. The pyramids, that could be giving you the message to tune in to your gut, to your instincts, to your intuition. Up and over a mountain could mean that you've had some things that you've had to overcome. And mushroom, well, you can take that one as you will, okay? So a few messages there. All right, let me see. Just trying to, they're showing me like a big piece of coral. I was trying to figure out what it is. Like right here, you can see the, so I don't know if some of you are planning a trip where you're going to be scuba diving or something. That's possible. Lots of people go away for Christmas and go to tropical places if they live in cold climates. But coral. What is the thing about coral? It only survives in certain places. It's very colorful, very beautiful. It's alive when it's in the water. I'm not sure. Maybe coral. There's also people named coral, so that's going to mean different things to different people because it is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. I see a distinct face right down here. Two faces. One's female and one's male, and they look kind of old-fashioned. I'm trying to figure out the time period of the hat that I'm seeing, like a hat that stands up straight and has like flowers on it. My grandmother had some of those, and she was born in the early 1900s. So kind of an old-fashioned couple. It could be reminiscent of grandparents. So if you have grandparents in spirit, this is my guide's way of telling me, because immediately I thought of my grandmother. If you have grandparents in spirit, they're near you, they're around you, they see your life, they see what you're doing. So that could be that message there. Okay, let's see. What else, Spirit? What is that? I see. Well, so immediately to me, it looks like two star shapes dancing. Dancing with the stars? I don't know. So here's a star, and they're holding hands, kind of. Interesting. Two stars dancing. Dancing stars, dancing with the stars. Maybe you watch that show with your significant other. Maybe you know somebody that's been on the show. Maybe I don't know. But I'm getting Dancing with the Stars. Oh my gosh. Sometimes the messages seem so random and weird, but I have to give you what they give me. All right, let's take a look. I see another star. These are 5-pointed stars, in case that makes a difference. So I've seen 3 5-pointed stars in this cup so far. Oh my gosh. I see a compass. Clearly, I see a compass. It's right here. The inner part, I see the needle. I see the markings. Inner compass, they're saying. Follow your inner compass. Be sure to tune in to your gut on different situations, things, and what have you. There's so many stars in here. Now I see the shape. It's like the shape of a circle with lines going through the circle, almost like if you saw the grids on Earth and there's star points, stars on all that. It's like a ball with stars at different points on. I have no idea what that is. Back to the coral. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the cup. Let's see if there's a message. I immediately when I look at that, I say, "Oh my God, that's a mouse right there. Tail, mouse, mouse. You see it? Ears, point. Mouse, mouse, mouse. What does that mean? Well, mice are very quiet. They're cute. I mean, not when they're getting in my house, but what mouse? Quiet as a mouse. Quiet, quiet. That's all I'm hearing is quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse. So maybe there's something that you need to keep quiet about, Leos. Something going on in your personal life, in your financial life. Something that kind of Spirit is saying, keep it to yourself. You don't need to tell everybody about this. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see. Anything else? I'm trying to get the light just right so I can actually see, because every time I move it this way, it's kind of got a shadow. Anything else? I see a bunch of bullheads, but it looks like Chicago Bulls, like the Red Bull thing. They're like on top of each other. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's like 4 of them. So I don't know if any of you are Chicago Bulls fans. I'm not a big basketball fan. So it could, maybe you're somebody out there, you're going to a Chicago Bulls game, maybe? I don't know. Chicago Bulls, stars, Dancing with the Stars, Coral, that line of people, all your choices. Wow, that was pretty packed. Okay, now let's see what the plate has to tell us. There you go. There's your overview. Come on. I don't want to hold it up until all the water is out because it messes up the things that I'm seeing we're talking about. All right, I think that will be okay, hopefully. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I see like the two mountaintops here. Boom, boom. Did we have mountain in your cup? Oh, we had the thing that was a pyramid, but it could be a mountain climbing over a mountain, ups and downs. So this could be another, like, sometimes, for days or weeks at a time, we feel everything is great, everything's working out, and then we kind of hit a valley, and that's just what life is as a human. So peaks and valleys, ups and downs. Just tuning in. I see right here, this looks like a knight on horseback. It kind of looks like the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady forward action. So slow and steady, moving forward. And then they're telling me storm cloud. Okay, this is going directly to that ups and downs, right? Storm clouds. So you could run into, now remember, this is the 1st to the 15th of December. So things could feel like they're moving slowly, and then you hit a storm or a bump in the road, whatever you want to call it. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else significant that you want my Leos to know from this? From this. Okay, wow. Okay, so right in the middle, it's reminding me of the Three of Cups. Ladies, 1, 2, 3, their heads back, dancing, happy, joyful. The Three of Cups is about creation and collaboration. It's about your friends, your best friends. It's about celebrating and having a good time. So that's a good one. Whoops, am I going the wrong way? What way was I going? This way? Can't remember. I'm looking in the middle to see if there's anything in there. So I saw that the ladies dancing. Every which way that I look at the middle, it looks like dancing, like people having fun. So, nice. Okay. All right, so there were a lot of messages in there, my beautiful Leos. Okay, now for the Oracle, Dragon Riders Oracle is the first deck we used. Look at that beautiful card. Sorry, I'm trying to get the page. Okay, this is a 35, which is an 8, right? And 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 is your card in the tarot, the Strength card. Look at that. I love that. Kind of reminds me of like a Robin Hood-ish type thing. All right, the path ahead will be different. From now on, you will follow the path of transformation. Pay close attention to your quality of life, Leos. All right, they don't want me to go to the book. They're saying that is the message, okay? The path ahead will be different. From now on, you will follow the path of transformation. Pay close attention to your quality of life. And in that comes the celebration, right? The dancing, the ups and downs. I can't remember all of it, of course. But pay attention to the quality of your life, not the quantity of things, but the quality of what you have. All right. And then you have Hercules, strength. This is a 31. 31s are typically stability or stagnation. This definitely reminds me of Leo because strength is Leo's card. So in one oracle, it pairs down to the number 8. In the other oracle, it says strength right on it. Okay, so there's no mistaking that this is your reading. Okay, so this is the book that I have a hard time. I may have to, okay, set that. Okay, where you can see it, because I have to use a magnifying glass because the writing is so small. This message right here. Okay. Strength can take some time to develop, and it is like a muscle in that we must exercise it regularly. Resilience is only part of strength. Discipline and staying true to oneself is also a type of strength. Right, so moving forward, right, transforming and things being different could be that you are, changing your view on your strength, right? Disciplining yourself and staying true to yourself, right? That is a strength, okay? So, yeah, I love those messages, Leo. Having the strength to be true to yourself. And that's, even when others are shooting you down for different ideas, you can transform and be your own person and have that type of strength, Leos, right? Okay, beautiful. Lots of messages here. Feeling good about this one. December 1st through the 15th. Transformation, celebration, ups and downs. What else was in there? I see once I'm on to the next thing. When you're in channeling mode, it's hard to remember what you just said. Oh my goodness. All right, Lisa, don't drop the cards. Okay, tarot. Okay, so the Hanging Man, but upside down, like the reversed Hanging Man. So typically when the Hanging Man is right side up, it's being comfortable in your own skin, and it's seeing things in a different perspective. But because it's reversed, it's saying you're not quite comfortable in your own skin. You have some work to do to be who you are, and that was what that Hercules card, remember? Being true to yourself. So the Hanging Man coming right after that is just adding to it. Then you have the Two of Wands, that's a choice. And then you have the Eight of Swords. All of this theme coming right together. Eight of Swords is being trapped because of the thoughts you have, or you're letting somebody else's words trap you. Swords being communication. 8, again, you have another 8, so that's your second 8 of the reading. The Lovers, that is a choice, once again. So, Leos, you're going to have some choices. And remember in the cup how we had that there was a line of all those people doing different things, and there was also a lion in the line, and I said, or Spirit said through me, you have a lot of choices of what you can do, of how you can be, of your talents and things. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, choices. The Empress, that is, you can create absolutely anything that you want. You have the power. All right, let's look at these in the order in which they came out. All right, so I'm going to show you. This is the right side up, the Hanging Man, which we said here. This is a reminder to be comfortable in your own skin. Okay, so now they're pointing it out to me more refined. This is a reminder to be comfortable in your own skin, and it's seeing something in a different perspective. When it's reversed, it's saying you are comfortable in your own skin. So good, you're comfortable in your own skin, And you do know how to see things in a different perspective. So good for you. And then you have this Two of Wands. This is a choice. Wands being fire, like your sign. You see he's standing there with a wand in each hand. He's looking at the path ahead and trying to decide what to do. I'm sure he could go off in either direction, but wands are also passion, action, and passion. So you're going to need to make a decision coming up here, maybe between the 1st and 15th of December. There's some decision that you're going to have to make. And when you do it, you need to bear in mind to stay true to yourself, like the Hercules card was saying, right? And if you need to transform, you need to transform. And then you have this Eight of Swords. You see how she's kind of tied up there. The swords are all around her, and she's kind of looking off into the distance like, you know, she can't get away. But all she has to do is grab one of these other swords, cut the ropes, and she's fine. She's gone. She can leave. So you need to not let yourself get caught up in self-doubt of your own thoughts. You also need to not let other people's opinions get to you. Now, I know with Leos, they love to be admired. They like, if they do something, they like people to recognize that. Wow, good job. I like that. You know, that's the thing about Leos. They love admiration. So you can't let that get to you. That's like human nature. That's like your humanness, right? But tune more into your spirituality, right? And don't let that take you over. The Lovers. I love how they show this. It's these two people in the forest looking at each other. They have horns for some reason. But the Lovers card can be Gemini. So if you have Gemini placements in your birth chart, then this is telling you this is your reading, right? You may have a Gemini who's close to you, a coworker, a partner, a lover, you know, husband, wife, whatever, children, parents. This is Gemini energy, but it's also choice energy, right? Because the Lovers has always been a choice card since the beginning. And so you have two choice cards. You have the Two of Wands, choosing which way you're going to go. You have the Lovers, which is another choice. And then you have the Empress. This is Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Nature. She is the creator of all things, the birther of all things. There's nothing that she can't create. So this is, again, telling you, and it goes right back to that coffee cup message with all the different choices of what you can do, that you can have any life that you want. Obviously, you have to put time and effort and energy and work into it, but to manifest it, you have to think it and believe it, right? You have to think it and believe it in order to manifest it, because thoughts become things. And then the last card out for the tarot portion is the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is all about what you keep and what you give. It can be money, time, energy, your thoughts, your effort, right? He's holding one pentacle nicely in his hand. He's got one at each foot, and he's got one above his head. And he's trying to decide, okay, what do I do with what I have? What you have could be your money, it could be your time, and it can also be your thoughts, because as we were saying about thoughts become things, and what you focus on is what you get, right? So if you want to manifest that which you want, then you have to learn how to focus and believe, right? Believe that you have it. Feel the feeling of having it. All right. So Hercules, strength, right? And this is also a 4, stability. So you started with a 4 and you ended with a 4, the way the placement of these cards are. Strength, right? And then the path ahead will be different, something different coming in. From now on, you will follow the path of transformation, not being afraid to change and adapt, okay? All right, and then for your animal oracle, you have number 6. 6s are harmony. And look at this beautiful panther. Be bold and determined in your goals. What were we just talking about, right? Your goals, your thoughts become things. Be bold, be determined. Be who you are. Stay true to yourself. If you want to, quit your 9-to-5 job and start, a house painting business or some other thing, if that's what you feel like you want to do, then you should do it. in this body, this lifetime, this Leoness, you've got one shot at it. Yeah, you can come back and be reincarnated, but right now, here and now, in this life, you need to decide what you want and figure out how to get it, right? Okay, Leos, well, I will be back with a end of December, last 2 weeks of December reading later on in a couple of weeks. But for now, thank you for tuning in, and please don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and a share. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.